wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering voicelessly. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won. Raider Nation, let's go, let's go. Raider Nation, let's go, let's go. Raider Nation, are you ready for some football? You ain't ready for no football. You ain't ready for the movement Raiders. It's the invasion of the movement Raiders. Are you ready for some football?
It's coming home with my leg.
Here we come, baby. Just in, baby. Feel the storm of the cold already in, baby. It's the Oakland Raiders. Get your mouthpiece. You in the black hole with the black
Ain't no Super Bowl, I tell it.
Black silver. Commitment to excellence.
Omicron, social distance, baby. Social distance.
It's the invasion
LA Raiders! LA!
Let's go, Raider Nation. Let's go, let's go, Raider Nation. You ready for some football? Yeah.
LA Raiders! It's coming home! Football's coming home to LA! It's coming home! 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 Fucked off, Omicron! Oh, see that, baby.
Just in, baby. Just in, baby. Just in, baby. Just in, baby. Just in, baby. Just in, baby.
The hell was I reading yesterday? Oh, they moved the Super Bowl to Dallas. No, they did not. They explored contingency Super Bowl locations if they could not host it at LA. But obviously, the host of the Super Bowl is going to do everything they can to keep the game in LA. They'll do everything they can to keep the game at LA at the new shiny $1 billion stadium. There's absolutely zero chance the Super Bowl is getting moved to Texas or anywhere else. It's just not happening. But if they're concerned about the rise of COVID cases, this is where you keep people from the outside away from California. Boom! In John Mann's words, everybody buying up the tickets is already living in LA. RAIDAAS territory. You're concerned about Omicron that much of the NFL itself is concerned about Omicron, and they will keep the game at Inglewood. It is nothing. It is absolute certain that the RAIDAAS are going to be playing the Super Bowl at home. There's just no other way around it. California Health Secretary, the Super Bowl is coming to Los Angeles. I want to be clear. The Super Bowl is coming to Los Angeles, Dr. Mark Gailey said via Ashley Zavala of Fox 40. Via Jeremy B. White of Political Galley said state and local officials have remained in contact with the NFL as the state and county sees rising numbers of COVID-19 cases. Oops, I exited out of the article. Let me go back, folks. Let me go back. I apologize. I apologize. Okay, so contact the NFL because of the rise in cases. California announced on Wednesday that they would extend an indoor mask mandate through mid-February. So already California is taking action to be sure that they keep the Super Bowl and adjust and have stricter restrictions to reduce the amount of cases right now, which I'm just like, if you're vaccinated, we got to move on with our lives right now. These unvaccinated people, they're going to choose to die. Us vaccinated, we don't need to wear no mask no more. Supposedly, the Omicron variant, you don't display as much symptoms as other versions of the coronavirus. I think Californians are excited to see that event occur, Gailey says, and the work is to be sure that as it is moving forward as planned, the mitigation strategies that create safety around that event are in place. The NFL released a statement on a contingency planning. NFL says they fully intend to play the game at SoFi Stadium again. Any comments you see saying that the game has moved to Texas? The game has moved to Texas. No, game has not moved to Texas. It is still going to be played at Inglewood. There's a contingency plan if it gets worse over the month. A contingency plan is dependent on what happens within a given amount of time, but obviously nothing is going to change in terms of who hosts the game. NFL spokesman Brian McCarthy, we plan on playing Super Bowl 56 as scheduled at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles on Sunday, February 13th. As part of our standard contingency planning process that we conduct for all regular postseason games, we have contacted several clubs to inquire about stadium availability in the event we cannot play the Super Bowl as scheduled due to weather-related issues or unforeseen circumstances. Obviously, that is in regards to COVID. Our planning process for the Super Bowl in Los Angeles is ahead of schedule. We look forward to hosting the Super Bowl there to culminate another fantastic NFL season for our fans and clubs. So, if the NFL is really concerned about COVID, if they're really concerned about Omicron, this is the moment where it becomes obvious that a home team's going to play in the Super Bowl. It is going to be the LA RAIDAAS. Most people there will be LA Southern Cal RAIDAAS. You can still get people from the outside, from the Bay, from Oakland, from Nevada, as outside tourists to the LA County area. You still get some people from the outside, but you don't bring people from outside of state over there, with the exception of Nevada, which may be an 8-mile drive or so away. Is that an 8-mile drive away from Oakland, or is that from LA? The games can still be played over there. A contingency plan should shine the light on reducing the amount of cases and the spread of transmission of COVID. In the way that you get this done is to have the LA Raiders playing in the home Super Bowl. It's official. It's official. Ice Cube and all them guys, bring them back home, baby. Shake and bake. Let it rip. Let it rip on Tom Brady, baby. Peyton Barber, Carl Nassib, all them Buccaneer guys. You've got Say Jones. You've got New York Basaccio. You've got Marcus Mariota. Will Compton got cut, but Marcus Mariota's with the Titans. We got some trickery there. Got the Southern guys on the Raiders. You got Waller and you got Renfro from the South. It's a done deal, mate. You get it done. Raiders versus the NFL. They're scripting the Raiders versus the NFL. They're scripting the Raiders versus the NFL. But mainstream media won't cover that part. Mainstream media wants you to think that they're out to get the Raiders. Las Vegas certainly wants you to think that they're out to get the Raiders. They're not out to get the Raiders. They're out to script that they're out to get the Raiders. But are they really out to get the Raiders? They're out to keep the Raiders in playoff contention. They're out to come in and sweep all the change home, baby. Because the Raiders are ready to complete the All-American Underdog story. They're going to defeat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. It's going to be far more epic than seeing a backup quarterback, Nick Foles, win the Super Bowl. This is going to take it to a whole new level. This is going to outshine the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl win over Tom Brady. This is going to be the icing on the cake right here for the Raiders to defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. Only 16 wins for the Bucs, 14 for the Raiders. What difference is there between the two teams? 0. Raiders can beat anybody. Best wide receiver, Hunter Renfro. Best zone cornerback, Casey Hayward. Best pass rusher, Big guy in the middle, Max Crosby. When the offensive coordinator is competent and all that, best running back is Josh Jacobs. He can rush over 1,000 yards. Best middle linebacker, tackles, getting everywhere, Tenzel Berriman. Best slot corner, Nate Hobbs. This RAIDAAS team can play. There's all NFL talent all across each position. It's about grinding it out, all RAIDAAS style. Y'all ain't going to create much turnover. It's all right. You're going to shut down the run. You're going to be this way. You're going to shut down the gaps. You're going to be tough-ass RAIDAAS when it counts. You're going to be clutch as can be. Derek Dow's caught the start in 2-man upfronts. That's how they get it done. Let's go make it happen. Home Super Bowl. Reduce the transmission of the Omicron variant for John Madden and for society as a whole.